Hello guys, so this is a quick update on the mounting modification that I did with the Freebird 60. The last one was with gaskets all around, and I screwed the lower screws on each side. However, I had the problem because the enter key and my shift and caps lock key were having that thin rattly sound because those are where the screws are at. So initially I used the sandwich o-ring screws so that it would dampen the metal to metal contact between the PCB and the case. However, that did work, but it's still not to my liking. I tried completely going screwless and just placed the whole PCB inside the tray without any attachment to the tray. And while it did work, what happens is that when you lift the tray out, your PCB sandwich will fall off. And because it's too elevated, there's a lot of hollowness. There's a lot of hollowness in the sound because the board was floating really, the PCB sandwich was floating really high up. So after watching some videos of the gummy o-ring modification, this is what I came up with. Gaskets again, my favorite material to use. So since I'm using the plate foam from pmx.gg, I was able to attach gasket strips on the side. So on the side of the PCB and plate mount. So you see that gasket strip. You just have to trim it off a bit, just enough that it will hold your PCB onto the tray. Because if you don't trim it off, it will be too tight. It's going to be hard to put it in. And so that's it. So I have gaskets here, just on the top and bottom, nothing on the side. And then here on the side, I have the gaskets on each side. And so to put it in here slowly, so as you can see, I had to trim off this side so that I can squish it in. All right. So press it down. All right. So what you do have is that it's not floating too high, and yet still your gasket modification gives it that nice typing feel and a nice sound as well. And your enter and caps lock shift keys sound really nice. Okay, so if there's still some space, you could push it in. There you go. All right. So on both sides, it looks okay. And of course, all of this so that it will sound good and of course feel good. We're doing this so that it sounds and feels good. So let's do a sound test. So with this configuration, the sound for me is very even across the board. The typing feel is good. There's a good amount of bounce. Um, so let me know if you find this useful, and as always, please do subscribe and keep this channel growing. All right.